It's that time again. We're here for another episode of the Americas Tour. No, it's not. I screwed that up. I swear I don't script these terrible openings. No, this is Slipstream Racing Series. Quarter way through the season mark as we hit Texas. Thankfully, no, it's not Circuit of the Americas yet. Apparently that's a thing next year, but not this year. And I'm not a big fan of that track, so I'm glad I don't have to do it yet. I probably won't end up ever doing it, ever. Even in, like, NASCAR Heat 6. If that track's in the game at that point, which it probably should be because it's on the schedule. Texas is known to be usually a pretty single-file affair. Not really easy to pass at this track, so qualifying's important, which is great because I can never usually do that. You actually almost never can because the AI seem to have a draft effect when they qualify, despite the fact that that's literally impossible with single-car runs. Another thing that's very sketchy around this track is exiting 4 here. Exiting this turn, there's a big bump that will often cause cars, especially ones that are set up a little bit looser, to just spin. I don't look forward to that, because in this game, loose would be anything beyond the lowest preset for the setup, so, or pretty much always. So, yeah. That'll be great. Might see it happen here. Yep, there it is. You're gonna have to speak up there, Jeff Gordon. I can't hear you. Man, Alice did not have anything for that qualifying. Oh yes, the 78 is 12th. Ah yes, Doofenshmirtz is 8th. And Sayori is the pole sitter. It's a good qualifying for Hendrick for every car that's not Alice in the 9. 1st, 9th, 10th. It's probably better than they would do in real life. You know, if there were actual qualifying in real life. And you failed pre-race inspection. How'd you manage that, Alice? And there's always somebody that gives up qualifying position. This time it's Kadeem. I bet Raymu totally regretted her decision last week, or last round, considering there pretty much was no tire wear at Iowa. Oh my god, you getting on my inside, I've got Marissa going up the track. Ay, caramba. So what, getting like an itch pretty much anywhere in your body in a NASCAR race is like the worst thing. Because if you get it at the entrance of a corner like I just did, you have to wait like 10 seconds to scratch. And that's assuming that it's entering 1. If it's entering 3, I have to wait like 20 seconds to scratch because the front straightaway at this track isn't really straight at all. It's quad oval. So I pretty much have to wait until the backstretch to scratch anything. Even if it's just my arm. I don't like the idea of being pushed through this corner. Okay, Kurt. I guess we're doing it anyway. Sayori has fallen off heavily from where she started. At this rate, she may be facing the tough break. Oh, I have bumped Kogasa. She manages to keep it going though, but that, oops. Busy, talking about 100 car, and I don't even notice that the other one is slow in that corner. Or that I just got a lot of draft. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, this is not helping. Well, it does help if the cars in front of me also run this line, because let me tell you, Texas is inside or death. And of course, Phineas can't clear me, so I can't get to the inside, so I'll just take it from you. Hopefully this time I might hit the freaking apron. Oh, don't push me in the corner, you Dorito-headed loser. My god. Push me in turn 1 and 2, that's fine, but don't push me through 4. It doesn't work. That's a lot better. Duh. Now I catch a bit of Hidori's Slipstream. Almost spin because this car is apparently on ice. Slide job. As my dad is the leader, and we have a commotion, and nobody's pitting. What is the cause? Can I even tell? No. Somebody's out. It's the 62. That would explain why they're at the bottom of the leaderboard. I just can't tell because they'd be there normally anyway. So it really doesn't look that out of place. If it were somebody like, you know, a car that runs at the front sitting in last, then one would tend to assume that that's what happened. But, you know, if it was something like the 88 or like the 2 back there, then it'd be kind of obvious, something ain't right here. But the 62 would be back in last anyway because that car's just not that good. So you really don't suspect anything. But all things considered, the cautions actually helped me get a good restart and gain a couple of extra places. I could get top 5 on the stage. I outdo Monica in this final corner of the stage, which, considering she went ultra high, is a probability. My god, those tire pressures are boosted. I don't know exactly where I should be putting them when I do that, but I know they shouldn't be there. Oh, they took 2. Well, okay. Of course, I started on the outside. I couldn't be lucky enough to start on the inside, huh? Well, now I do. No, I don't, because Reimu didn't go anywhere on corner exit. Pardon me. I don't know why the 78's up here. It really shouldn't be. Like, I swear to God, that car is supposed to be a bottom half. Like a bottom 10 car. And it just isn't in this game, and I don't know why. Oh, sliding up, sliding up, sliding up, sliding up, sliding up. Oh god, we're 4 wide. I don't know why Vert pulled out. Couldn't pull out. I don't know why I even tried that. Oh, there's still 3 wide. I'm trying to push him into this Reimu. Just let them figure it out. Slowly but surely. Or not, I guess. Okay, Vert's finally getting a bit ahead. Or this Phineas is getting left behind. It's one or the other.
Oh my god!
Okay, yep. I should have known that was coming. And he saves it, I guess? No. Not a ton of real estate here. Sliding up. Different for just holding hard onto that top 10. Well, he was. And of course I get to start on the outside again because of the yellow flag being thrown literally the exact frame I passed him and took 10th from him. That seems about right, to be honest. Looking inside, they started there, Jeff. Are you unaware that we just, you know, had a caution restart? Well, this is great. I don't know what kind of momentum Phineas is carrying here, but it's too much for me. And we'll get back around him. Big ascend on Suwako. And Kurt Wild's running the wrong line. I have another battle for the stage with 3 to go. Why did I go up here? This is a terrible idea. Although it does allow me to get a little more momentum exiting the corner, but I just kind of die in the middle of it. But the momentum let me clear Buttercup, so... Let me cleared, yes. That's perfect English. Gee whiz. I don't know why they seemingly wait until we're on that little bump in turn 4 to do that. Sliding up again. Oh jeez, now the wall exists. I guess that's the thing. Who puts walls on a racetrack? Alright. No, Jesus. I can't quite nab this one. Monica's gonna just barely take the stage. Maybe? No, I didn't get it. And of course I'll start on the outside again. The reason to pit, we got enough fuel and everything else. Doofenshmirtz Merch is still in the top 10. What a day it's been for him. 14 laps to go. Fortunately, being on the outside again, I'm probably going to get passed by Taylor here. Oh, especially if my thumb slips. That's helpful. dear God, help me. Ah! Well, that was interesting. I had like take a moment to process that turn of okay, that wasn't even that much of a nudge. But apparently that's just an easy save for Monica. Finally, I have returned to the inside lane. Hey. Oh, frame skipping. That's cool. Game registering inputs that I stopped making like 3 seconds ago. I'm nearly eating the grass because of it. Oh God, he's there. Okay. I just had to minimize steering angle so I didn't die on the hill, and suddenly 18 car. Oh, I'm gonna push up again, aren't I? Somehow I didn't. I will no, actually not reclaim. I never had the lead this race. It's the first time I've been here. Oh, frame skip and the bump? Really cool. Glad this game runs on the same engine as Uno. There's like a groove exiting 2 that makes the car stop turning for a second. It almost seems like. And that's unlike most teams where you can just run a different line and avoid it. That bump is all the way across the track. There is no way to avoid that. Freaking frame skips, dude! God damn it! And then a caution. Ugh, my head is itchy. I'm waiting to scratch that for 3 laps. No telling why that caution came out. Probably wouldn't be able to tell even if I looked. Better off just waiting until we go by the pit lane to see if something else is there. And there is. Oof, it's 78. I missed the shift because I was pausing. So that pretty much probably kill any momentum that Mojo Jojo's team has just had for the last 6 races for whatever ungodly reason. Hopefully. Maybe he'll start running, you know, like 27th where that car's typically at, not top 15. There's like a groove there. Like it kind of like makes the car like get stiff for a moment. Which, can't lie, it's pretty sketchy when suddenly the car just decides to stop turning when I'm trying to slide up the track. Or heaven forbid if I do that when I'm inside somebody else. On the inside of somebody else. I'm not literally inside them. If I'm on somebody's inside and the car decides, you know what, I'm done turning. Then that's not gonna end well. Did a small damage to a small. Good lord, I can't talk. It did noticeable damage, but it's not exactly a major problem yet. Yeah, his tires are definitely starting to fall off. Their left side tires should be, well, lower than that, probably about where my right sides are. So That's still relevant, but that's about the only one that I see. Yeah, the frame skip also happened right as the bump would be, but I somehow managed to not hit it. Which, to be honest, not hitting that bump is really just a guessing game. Also, somebody definitely spun there. That's a lot of tire marks. Maybe that's why the 78 is out. Maybe blew a tire and got run into. I apologize to anybody that may see this as getting kind of stale, but like, I had to work for this one at least. It's more than I've had to do for the last 2 races. Actually, no, Iowa I kind of had to. But I mean, yeah, my speed rating here was higher than the difficulty, so it kind of at least makes sense. Okay, that didn't work. I'm going to see if the replay shows us any kind of spin. And we have 95 doing something. Gina and Jake getting into it, apparently. Oh, Gina blew a tire and Jake... Yeah, she kind of slid down into Jake. So that'd be a caution. That'd be what brought out the caution in the second stage. Guess we'll never know. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. Well, I mean, solid days for Kugas and Suwako. Phineas with 13th, despite holding on to the top 10 for a lot of that race. I said Phineas. Doofenshmirtz. Phineas was a 32 in America's Tour at one point, so there you go. Now he's the 6th, and actually got outrun by Doofenshmirtz. Not by much. Despite blowing a tire, Gina recovers to a top 20, and Alice still manages to finish ahead of Sayori, despite her being the pole sitter, so... I don't know how that happened. Not a good day for Blossom or Jake. Or Isabella, for that matter. It is 55 points. I mean, yeah, I guess it happens when I won all but one race. And even then, I was super close to winning that one. Oh, goodness. Anyway. I gave them all the boot. That roof number is out of place, to say the least. My dad had the fastest lap, and I led the most laps. On the move, Alice, and I feel like tough break has to be Sayori. Oh yeah, no, because Mojo Jojo's qualified super high and then finished second from last. Never mind. Second in that category would have to be Sayori, who went down like 20 places. And like the whole picture of point standings as we've hit the quarter way mark. Next race is Phoenix. That's a little scary. My tier list, as I call it. Basically my way of keeping in mind which cars are supposed to be where. Alright, yeah, so 55 points I have over Tyler, second in points. Then it's 9 back to Monica, and then it's like 30 more to my dad in fourth in points. And the difference between first and fifth in points is 113. That is kind of sad in a way. Third has no stage points and is somehow 20th in points. How? And Sarah has 5 stage points. Mojo Jojo is 15th in points. That is way beyond his jurisdiction normally. So kind of the usual performers, the 2, 4, 11, 18, 19, 22. Yeah, 2, 4, 11, 18, 19, 22. This game is very predictable. We have the 1, who is having a bit of a standout. I have like a tier list. I have a S, A, B, C, and failure tier. Mind you, the 78 is in that failure tier, and he's running 15 points, because the game is unbelievably confused. All of the 1, 9, 12, 21, 24, and 42 should be within top 20 in points. And not quite for these two, but I think they had really bad runs at Talladega, so... Give it till halfway and they might be back in the top 20. The kind of mid-range cars, the 6, 8, 10. 10 got a win at plate track, so it's kind of hard to really judge on that one, but if we pretend that never happened, they'd be at about 155 points, so 160 maybe. Yeah. The 6 is having a breakout. I'd rank that car to be like the 13th best and it's 10th in points. And the 48, 88, 95, which are also considered mid-tier cars, are right there with him. 14 is about where I'd expect it, but the 20, unless it's higher than that, apparently. Oh, it's 17th. Yeah, B tier I expect to be around 10th to 25th. There's C tier, which is 20th to 30th. And most of them are there. 73 isn't. 73 hasn't done anything. 41 points. Mind you, the lowest points you can score at this point is you could have a minimum of 7. Or minimum of 6, because you score 1 point per race, no matter what happens. Yeah. Madison hasn't done anything. She had a DNF, no less.